games of the week, but it's not just games of the week. It's also games that we're excited to play this weekend. So it's a great chance for us to share something we enjoy and something we're excited to get to the table here soon. So with that said, Shay, do you want to lead us off?
I got you. Now, so they don't make these like they used to. Like, this is 64. This is called,
not Nintendo 64 either.
No, it's called Booby Trap. People, the game is simple.
Is it like...
I got you.
Is it Tiddlywinks? Or
No. It's more dangerous than Tiddlywinks. I'm going to describe it to you for your audio fans. See, what happens is you take this thing.
What is this thing for those audio audience? You just for audio people who can't see. I'm going to describe
I was going to describe it. I was doing something for the video. So, back. So, you have this simple box, like wooden little box, with a little lever and a spring on it. And you pull it back. Why do you pull it back? This is where you put all these little pieces of different sizes.
You should probably show the camera too.
In them. I will.
Jesus Christ.
I am doing it. So, yes, you see how like this? And it just goes back and back and back. And what you got to do is simple. You just got to take one out. But if it moves, you deduct 3 points. Why they don't make this anymore, people? Because do you see the health hazard? I see the FCC already sweating already with this little thing.
So when do you explain for the audio-only people what the booby trap is?
I did. I said it's a thing. You have a lever and you pull it back, and when you
snap your fingers
to yourself and you do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. But basically, you pull back the spring, and the spring holds the Tiddlywinks or whatever, and you pull one of the Tiddlywinks out. See, now I got the words in my head. You pull one of these tokens out, and it moves a little bit. You don't want it to move, and it moves. You are going to lose 3 points. It's such a we don't care about safety
quality
just for fun. We just want to just do something. This is like somebody was like, "Hey kids, wouldn't it be fun to pull this back and to try to take this out without smashing your hands?"
Real men were created in the 60s.
It's true. It's true. Parker Brothers made men back then.
So you won't find this. This is a vintage. So you won't find this at maybe your local, maybe
anywhere. But why do you have it, Dion?
Because it was in an old collection that I have.
And so now I get to play things like that. I can't wait to play Payday.
You can't have 1,540 games, and he finds one of the oldest ones on my shelf. I do have some older stuff, but he has found some old ones on my shelf. So.
Well, let's see if yours is not retirement age. What game of the week do you have? Or does yours also have an AARP card?
So the game of the week is actually one that I've never heard of before, and I ran into at Gamma, bought immediately, and brought it to put it in my store. It's called Stifling Dark. So I'm not a hidden movement fan, if you haven't heard. I'm not a big hidden movement person. I did like Stifling Dark for a couple reasons. One of my problems that I usually have with hidden movement is after a couple plays, it kind of gets, okay, we understand. You figured a route out or you figure something out. And then the only fun becomes with, okay, now you be the killer. Okay, now you be. What's really cool about this is 3 different killers in it. And they all have special abilities. So the replay value, it brings it there. It also gives you, what's that video game that you play and you're trying to escape from the killer? And
Dead by Daylight.
It has that Dead by Daylight feel to it.
Okay. Without being the Dead by Daylight
Without
board
being
game.
the Dead by Daylight board game, which I didn't think had as good a feel as this did when I played it.
That's fair.
This one right here, you're working with, I believe it's 2 to 5 players. One person, of course, it's 1v all. The other ones are trying to gather up what they need to get out and escape. And the killer's going around. However, everybody has a flashlight, which is a really unique piece, and I wish I could probably show it, but I can't through this. But a really unique piece on everybody's perception where you can highlight, so you can look around with your flashlight. Every other round, though, the flashlight goes out. So it's one of those old flashlights that you got, like,
they don't
shake to work
the
anymore.
LEDs don't exist.
Yes, the LEDs don't exist in this game. But what's really cool is when the flashlight does go out, the killer can really get crazy because he can walk right in front of you. And so the graphics I'm digging. I'm digging the fact that they gave me this cool mini expansion. This is one of my retail copies I have in the other room.
Are there multiple killers? Is it 1v everyone kind of thing? Or?
Yes. Well, no, there's 1v everyone. So everybody else is trying to escape. The killer's trying to stop them from escaping. And the map is just a massive map. Everybody has a little bit of abilities to use. It comes to the fact where it's like split up. You go find this piece over there that we think is there. You go find this that we need to get out of here. You go find this. It is the Chainsaw Massacre done a little better, I feel.
Okay.
Because I did enjoy Chainsaw Massacre, but the killer was like an AI, where there's actually a human there doing the abilities and trying to chase you down. I was a big fan of this one. Highly recommend. It is done by sophisticated
I believe you.
Cerberus.
Just say it with confidence and everybody will believe you.
Okay. Well, Sophisticated Cerberus Games, LLC. So it is like I mentioned when I talked about Gamma, one of the many things that I liked was I got to talk to a lot of designers. This is one of the unique designers that is trying to get his game published and pushed out. He had a booth there, loved it, talked with the guys. They worked with me, and it was a really good
Well, the whole perception thing has become a kind of common topic now with a lot of board games. Like photography came out earlier or middle of last year, and kind of that same thing of like, depending on how you move and where you aim, had that cone to give you the perception. So then you would try to find birds and stuff like that within the photography range to take the picture. So it kind of seems like that's becoming a more heavily used mechanic.
And I love that they did what they did, because I think I do love Dead by Daylight on board game, but it didn't give me that, we don't know where the killer is. Not as much. It kind of does, but not as much. How you describe that game, that is exactly the kind of feel you want. You get to pick who you kind of be, so you don't have to be like the same person. You have this flashlight, so you don't know where it is, and that hidden
Crappy 80s Coleman flashlight with old double D.
Yeah, it is horrible. Right. Like I was like, is this a the old shake lights? I don't know if you remember the shake lights where it shake, and then I got it to work, and then it would stop, and you had to sit there and shake it, and then you got it to work.
You like to sit there and shake all the time, don't you?
Yeah, I was just shaking away that flashlight, but
but
it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The first time I played it, I was trying to get away from the killer. I got snuck up from behind because I was like looking, and then I wasn't paying attention behind me, and he just came right around the corner and did some bad things to me. That's what happens. Yeah,
that's what happens.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend the game. As one of the hidden movement games. And again, I'm not a hidden movement fan, so it was something unique and different for me that I enjoyed. So
nice.
My game of the week this week is a game that Shay and I did a video on. I had a chance to play here at Voss Media Board Game. And it is none other than, of course, Star Wars Unlimited, the card game that everybody's talking about, except for those who aren't talking about it. This, to me, my son put it best. He said, Dad, Lorcan is dead. It's all about Star Wars now. He absolutely loved it.
I like it.
We had a really good time opening a bunch of packs, and I had a chance to run here for the not pre-release, but the actual release day event. I opened a legendary Boba Fett, which felt awesome. So I got to put together a Boba Fett deck, and I got absolutely trounced. So it just shows me the limited quality that I have as a Star Wars Unlimited player. But as we talked, I was a little bit concerned about just Fantasy Flight Games and their support of it. But the card quality is pretty good. The art, especially on the hypersonic cards, is really, really good. A lot of the normal art, I liked Destiny's originally when we did our video, but it kind of grew on me through the course of the night, opening all packs. Part of it is just accepting that I spent all that money for the cards, so I better like them. But at the end of the day, I really like the mechanics of the game. I love, it's kind of like the inking in Lorcana where you're using cards, so you're kind of playing out in your mind of, do I want to keep this card for later? Do I use it as a resource now? So there's that give and take of strength cards versus weak cards to build up your pool of resources. The only thing, and I still feel this way after we did our video, is I feel like I still wish there was a little bit more interaction between the two sides. There's a couple games where I had some bad draws and didn't have any ships out, and I had no way to slow their line or their space line down.
Yeah, but anytime you play with a 50 card deck, you're going to, and that's a 50 plus card deck.
Right.
So you're going to have cards come at you at different angles. It's just building your deck so you can mitigate that as much as possible.
Yeah. So that's the only part that just kind of felt bad, was there was just no defense. I'd have 8 guys on the the ground side, and then I had nothing on the space side. So I lost a couple just because I had no way to defend, and they kept picking me apart. So, but overall, I'm excited to see where they take the game. And like I said, my son absolutely loved it. So
Good.
if he's interested, he took the cards home, and we built a couple decks, and we've been brew crafting at home because to me that's still the joy of TCGs is
I agree.
doing it yourself versus just Googling and mediting the decks. So, all right, gentlemen, with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to what game are you excited to play this weekend?
Watching me.
So, the game I'm looking forward to play, I'm going to give it one last try. Okay? I played 20 Strong like this weekend. Wasn't a fan. But I learned that I might actually like it if I played with this one rule. Basically,
The
20.
correct rules.
The correct rule. Yeah.
Not your made up one.
Not the made up ones.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't even made up. I made it harder. So 20 Strong is basically a game where you are a person in this whatever world. There's 3 worlds, and you're trying to fight off the minions and get to the bad boss and beat
Are you
the
talking about the
boss.
Sentinels one?
Well, that's all like that's the one I played with Sentinels.
Okay.
There's also the one that's Too Many Bones and the one that was
Hoplomachus.
thank you. So but I was playing the base one because I wanted to learn. And what I did was when you play the game, you can roll any set of number of dice, and you can just roll them to try to beat one of the minions to get through. I would roll and have misses, but then when I had my second strategy, because sometimes you can roll again, I didn't pick up my misses. I just grabbed some more of the ones I had in my pool and rolled, and so I lost so many more dice than I should have, and that's how I felt about the game. Like I felt once you got to the big boss, I had like 4 dice and they had 12 health, and they were gonna do 7 damage to me. And so
And you have like 3 health.
yes, and so like I think with that add-on, it could feel a little better.
Yeah.
And also I looked at the Too Many Bones expansion, and that looks fun, and so I think maybe I would like that more. But the art is beautiful, and it's by
cards are
The
amazing,
cards
yeah.
are
They
by
use those
Chip
linen.
Theory.
Chip theory.
Yeah,
They never slack on product.
Oh yeah, so
You pay for it.
Yeah, you pay for it, but it's a
Yeah.
it's a good product.
so that's the game I'm looking forward to. Is the game that I'm going to buy? You don't know. We'll see soon.
Yeah. Well, and I would say this, Shay, is that with a game like that, yeah, if you're not giving yourself your dice pool, it is going to be a miserable experience. And that game is intended, just like many of the Chip Theory games, to be ridiculously difficult. Like, they don't want to hear you having a good time. They want to know that you suffered and maybe you won.
But see,
They hang out with the Robinson Crusoe people.
oh, I played that this weekend too. That was interesting. But I know another soul game that gives me that same feeling, but I'm okay with it at the end.
Mm.
I don't know. Anyway,
Me, there's another game that I picked up while I was at Gamma. One of the best things, of course, is meeting these people and talking to the Red Raven crew. There was only 3 of them. They gave me a demo of
They made like Nightfall and
no,
yeah,
not that I'm aware of.
Now and Then. And,
Now and Then, yes.
yeah, Nightfall is another one they made.
Is it? Anyway, there's like 3 of them there, and they gave me a demo of the Sleeping Gods Distant Skies.
Yep.
So I'm excited to get that to the table if I can this weekend. Hopefully, if I can find some time, because I would like to dig into that a bit. I hear great things about it, and it's just I missed the first Sleeping Gods, and I hear this is a little touched up a bit, but also still has great things that the first one had in it.
Did you get the audio with it too, or
I didn't. I'm sure if it has an audio, I'll probably buy it because I love added,
added
atmosphere. I guess. I'm a big fan of that. So I heard that I was talking with them, and they also, like, one of their favorite games was My Father's Work. And so they were like, yeah, we love the app, and we love the story, and we love the story that you're creating. So I'm hoping that in this one, it gives that branchable, like, repeatable type of feeling. Again, I have not played the first one, so I have no clue, but I'm excited because I heard a lot of people hyping, and usually when people hype games, I run. And so this one, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I'm hoping it'll pay off. But I'm looking forward to playing it. Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies.
speaking of which, Earth has an expansion coming out, so
Woo!
just time for the 2024 Golden Meeples. So
I haven't heard anything about it, so it's not hyped.
Yeah, so it might be good. I mean,
They were also there.
just lower your head and walk away in shame.
No, I actually went up to them and told them that they want our Golden Meeple for...
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so beautiful. They said, "Who are you again?"
No, yeah. They were like, we give a shit about your 20 viewers. No, they
Kid show.
me and 20 people think your game's overrated. No, they did say that they've heard that a lot, that they did a really good job in marketing, because that's really what it comes down to. You were overhyped, so you did really good in marketing.
Yeah.
But they also said a lot of people love their games, and I said I'm sure they do. I'm not one of them.
Exactly.
I think it's a good game. I just don't think it's as hyped as it was.
Exactly.
That's where it kind of fell at. So
Well, gentlemen, I have a game I am looking forward to. Oh, and I'm a little verklempt. I'm so excited about this.
are you whispering?
I, in a fit of joy, emailed you or emailed. I sent you handwritten letters in the mail. I texted you that I got an email.
Oh, yeah.
Not from just anybody, but a company that rhymes with Smithic Smames
Yeah, them.
for a game
Rainbow Six, yeah.
that is called Rainbow Six Siege, that is on its way.
For $30 more.
$20 more. Cash on demand to show up.
That's right.
Otherwise, it
The
doesn't
guy's
leave.
gonna knock on your door. Your wife's gonna go in here. I have all these boxes, but I really need you to give me $30.
$700.
That's right.
Do you want it? So, but still, I've started to see a couple in the wild on some of the forums of people posting that they have gotten them. And the comment is, "Thank God this is over." Now, who wants to buy this from me? So,
I think it's epic that it's
$1,000. I'll even throw the 7 skins for the video game in, and then I can move on with my life. But there's the sad part of this is that it's over, and
I think it's awesome
thankful
that
that this experience happened.
Rainbow Six and you guys were all held hostage. I think that's amazing.
That's actually
like
that's the best marketing.
It's actually, it's 200 IQ.
Yeah.
Like, shame on us for not being smart about this. But yeah, so that's going to be my game coming up, and I cannot wait for that to be my game of the week. Because all jokes aside, the reason I went so heavy with it was because the people who did have a chance to play it just raved about the quality. It's apparently a phenomenal skirmish game. It's done incredibly thematically well to the actual game itself, which I was always a big fan of. So the reality is if it can turn out the way that I hope it can, this could turn into an absolutely phenomenal game that will, like a Battlestar Galactica, hold a lot of value on the resale side, because they are never making this one again, because they better make Monster Apocalypse before they make this one again. So with that, gentlemen, all of you, don't forget to like and subscribe on this video. We're trying to bring you as much quality content as possible, and Dion can only keep showing up here with subscriptions and comments, telling them how wonderful he is and how much they missed him at Gamma.
Yeah.
So with that said, never forget, champions never stop playing.